Imagine walking down a street, commercial street, in Atchison, Kansas, to be
Oh, wow.
exact. You reach out, push open this heavy wooden door, and hear a little bell ring above you.
Yeah, and instantly you're just stepping out of the endless digital noise of the modern world.
Right, into somewhere quiet, somewhere deliberate. Welcome to today's deep dive, where we're cracking open a really fascinating document. It's the Editorial Handbook and Production Bible for a network called Chesterton Radio.
And it is a fascinating document.
It really is. We want to figure out how this unique station is deliberately rebelling against, well, almost every modern media trend out there today.
They definitely aren't trying to hack an algorithm.
Exactly. Or just capture a random audience. They're trying to build a community that's focused entirely on stories, ideas, and, wonder.
And that vivid image you started with, stepping through a door, that's not just a metaphor for the listener.
It's not.
No, it's the literal blueprint of their editorial handbook.
Yeah.
Most media today acts like a fire hose of disconnected information, right?
Oh, absolutely.
But Chesterton Radio actually structures its audio programming physically, like a house. They organize their broadcasts into these conceptual rooms.
Okay, let's unpack this audio architecture. If I'm essentially walking into a digital home, where exactly am I going?
Well, if you want long-form ideas, books, and essays, you go into the common room.
Makes sense.
Yeah, and if you want small-town life, local history, or family discussions, you sit on the front porch.
I like that.
Right, and that one is deliberately paced to feel like neighbors just talking after supper. And then for fiction, you wander into the detective's office for, Golden Age mysteries and logical crime writing.
I mean, that's wild. Instead of a random scrolling feed, I'm purposefully moving from a library of forgotten books to a workshop honoring craftsmanship.
Exactly, you're exploring.
But a home still needs walls and a front door. If I walk into this common room, what am I actually going to hear that makes it fundamentally different from a standard network? Like, who's working the door to keep the digital fire hose out?
So the producers are incredibly strict about what crosses the threshold. They actively reject clickbait, manufactured controversy, all that cynical commentary.
None of that gets in.
None. And what's fascinating here is what they choose to elevate instead. You'll find deep dives into classical education, Catholic culture, and the skilled engineering trades.
Wait, I get the education and culture pieces, but why the heavy focus on skilled engineering trades?
It's really about grounding the listener. Focusing on skilled trades roots you in the physical, tangible world of craftsmanship.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's the ultimate antidote to the ethereal, fleeting nature of digital clickbait. They want to shift your attention toward things that take time to build and actually last.
But wait, if they're banning modern conflict and just exclusively playing old Golden Age mysteries and talks about engineering, aren't they just building a nostalgia bubble?
It sounds like it, right?
Yeah, I mean, how is that not just plugging your ears and disconnecting from the real world?
Well, the handbook actually anticipates that exact criticism. They navigate it using something they call the Chesterton test.
Okay, what is that?
So before anything airs, the producers have to ask, would the writer G.K. Chesterton recognize this as an effort to seek truth, goodness, and beauty?
And for those who might not know, Chesterton was an early 20th century writer famous for finding deep, profound wonder in just ordinary, everyday things.
He was. He debated fiercely, but always with immense joy and charity. He didn't ignore reality. He just refused to be cynical about it.
Ah, okay. So this test is a quality filter, not a reality filter.
Exactly. They don't shy away from difficult news at all. They just refuse to frame it through a lens of despair. The rule is that difficult topics must be presented with context, charity, and hope.
So if there's a crisis, they won't just broadcast partisan shouting matches.
Right. They'll cover the facts, then pivot to the historical context of how people have overcome similar trials, or they'll highlight the community response and the helpers.
That's so refreshing.
The ultimate mandate is that a listener must always leave a program feeling more hopeful than when they began.
It's like they're treating you as an intelligent neighbor. They're valuing memory, history, and hospitality over just fleeting daily outrage.
Yeah, it's a continuous invitation to discover something worthwhile, rather than bracing yourself for a fear-based headline.
It all comes back to intentionality, doesn't it?
It really does. The media we consume shapes the furniture of our minds. Chesterton Radio is just offering a different, quieter room to sit in.
I love that.
One of their station IDs sums it up beautifully. They just tell the listener, the open door is always on. You never quite know what you might find, but you know the environment will be welcoming.
Which brings us right back to that heavy wooden door on Commercial Street, stepping inside out of the noise. So, here's a final thought to take with you today.
Let's hear it.
The producers at Chesterton Radio ask one crucial question before broadcasting any story. Does this encourage wonder?
That's a great question.
Just imagine for a second. What would your own daily media consumption look like if you applied that exact same rule to every single link you click today? Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.